That was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
I'm Hani Ndoni. I'm staying in Pearston. I'm working at Sunshine Creche as a teacher.
My name is Nelly Malchas. I'm born in Pearson, and I live here, and I work at Kaboteland Creche.
I'm Michelle Simmons. I work here at Kaboteland Creche for 22 years. I'm born here in Pearston.
I'm Chestuline Vadboy. I'm born in Pearston, work at Sunshine Creche.
My name is Sakum Zikinana from Pearston. I am 20 years old now this year. I've finished my grade 12 last year.
Pearston is a very poor community. There's no jobs. People have to go to Cape Town, Johannesburg for jobs. And some of the children is really coming from a poor, not all of them, but some of them are really coming from poor families because of the lack of jobs. Only most of the children survive from grants, child support grants. Some of them live with their grandparents because their parents go to Cape Town, PE, Johannesburg for jobs, so they left them with their grandparents. So they survive only from farm grants, actually.
Even the school fees, most of the parents don't want to pay the 20 rand. Some of them pay, most of them don't want to pay. So for 1 month you get maybe 400 rand, and it's 20 rand per kid. If there's a fundraising, most of the parents don't want to provide. They don't want even come to a meeting. They sit at home, and you can go there. They don't want to get something. Sometimes they took their children out of the creche for 2 weeks. And after that 2 weeks, the children are coming back because the all pay is already, it's gone. So for the last 2 weeks, the children come again. And for the first 2 weeks of the month, the children stay at home again. That's how it works here.
We can't give the children food because there's no money. Social development didn't pay money, like Michelle said, from March. March was the last amount, the money they paid in. Up to now, there's still nothing. So there's no food, no water, no love.
Some of their children don't even bring something to eat to the creche. They don't have a lunch box to bring. They just come like that. Even not a chip or anything. They just come. And you must take from the other kids and give. To provide for that kid too.
Well, the parent just told you they must give the school and the churches also money. They haven't got money. That's what they say to you.
And most of the kids depend on the food at the creche. Most of them, really. And I think it's not that I said it's our fault, but in the meetings we said to the parents, the children receive subsidy. They receive 15 rand per child per day. And I think now they think that's a lot of money. So go to the creche, they must give you some food, they must give you, and it's not, yes, and it's not net just for food. They have to, there's educational programs, all of that we must buy, educational toys. It's not just for food.
And that money is not the same money every month. You don't get every month the same amount money from social development.
They receive their child support grant, but they make debts outside. They don't do that. They don't pay the right places. They don't go buy food for the children. They don't buy clothes for the children. They misuse government's money, but they don't want to give the money to us as well because 20 rand, 40 rand, it's not enough. It's not too much out of their 290 they receive.
Some of them are just neglect. Yes, some of them just be neglected, but some of them got really a problem. Really a problem.
Majority is single parents. The father is maybe in Cape Town and the mother They have to come back with the child to her mother and to leave the child here. That's why most of the children are single parents.
I'm also a single parent, and I must do stuff alone. I have 2 kids. All 2 of them got matric, but they didn't work. One of them, 2007, and she's still at home because it's very hard for a single parent because you must do it on your own. Everything you must do it alone. There's nobody who supports you, so it's very hard for a single parent.
I see some of the children are very aggressive. They like to fight. Maybe there's no father figure in the house. There's no father figure in the house, and the grannies can always do all the things. And some of them are aggressive. They like to fight, and the creche and with each other. So I think it's very hard to discipline their children because there's a lack. I don't want to say there's a lack of discipline at home, but you can see they don't. The grannies of that single parent can do everything.
Sometimes it's very difficult to discipline that kids because most of them come from different homes. So we had to make sure that you get them involved in everything that you are doing. Learn them from scratch. Like from 2 years, you must learn them like to say thank you, potty train, and do all that stuff.
But the only thing that I think, the only thing to discipline them is not just the corporal punishment, it's just to talk with them, so calm, and they will listen.
The other day, we were running a workshop, and we would teach that you just leave the children, and just keep quiet, like Sakumzi said, and they will just wonder, what's wrong with my mom? Because she's usually like shouting, and all of a sudden she's just switch off, and she don't want to. She don't scream or she smack or anything. So I will say this: the best way is just be still and stay calm.
I think the parents. That we can't punish them anymore is that the children that's why at that stage from 12 to, you see them more in taverns. They do what they like to do. They go to taverns, and some of them are taking liquor because of they got that thing of go to the police over there. You can't punish me.
Children's rights.
You've got their children's rights. I think that's a lot. It's a very big problem in Pearston because they do what they want. You see them from 12 years. You see them at the creche, at the taverns.
In school, there's teachers that complain about it because they can't discipline the children because the children is just out of order. They just jump because they know if you punish me, I'm going to call the police. I'm going to call 911. That's how the children threat us nowadays.
And they say it straight to you. Yes. You can't punish me. I've got my rights. And
they are aggressive and fighting in the streets also. And you can't handle that children.
In my creche, I've really got someone, a child who's always like to fight, and he's like that. He didn't even want to listen sometimes, and it's how we handle it. And when I call his mother and his father's always fighting. It's always fighting, and I think he grown up with it. My mother and father is fighting at home, so he come here and he took it out on other people. So I called his mother in, and I've had a talk with her. No, it's always like that at home, and so we don't have a therapist or someone else to go to.
It didn't even have a doctor. The doctor came only on Thursday, and then he go. And at the clinic, he came on a Tuesday, and then he go. So we got nothing here. Not even a hospital.
Fundraising, we've got a subsidy from social development, and every year when it's the new book here, there's a delay because we have to fill in forms and send it to be sure wherever. So we have to wait. Like this year, we wait. March was our last payment. We didn't receive any subsidy yet. So we have to fundraise. And as I said, it's only grants. Our fees is 20 rand. And then quarterly we have fundraising. And really, all of the parents didn't participate. Every time it's the same. It's the same parents. It's 40% here at Kapouterland. I think it's 40% every quarter who do their deal in the fundraising. So we didn't get very much out of them.
Normally at our Creche Day in the location, we only invite our church to be our guest when we are having a show or a formal show like a graduation, so they can talk with the children and pray when they are going to a primary level, to grade R. So that's how we normally do.
They broke in here. I go to the church and I told them they broke in the church by us plates and spoons and all that. We must go to them and tell them. Because in our church there is something, you must go out and help people who have needs.
Our leaders, some of them, they don't care about the young ones. They're just looking up for them, you see. Because if they were serious, they would have provided especially for young people, something like bursaries, or like bursaries and learnerships, and also jobs.
Last year when we have that 67 minutes, and we've got something here for the creche. There was people from the DA, and they have a look and they promised us, but we really never see them again. Only that last year, July. They was here, yeah.
The same at Sunshine.
They
never come back. Yes, they just came that day and promised us something, but they didn't come back.
Also, like Sakumi said, the leaders don't look after us. Because everybody must go back, must go away. Every youngster must go away to find a job. And if there's just somebody who wants to put money in Pearston and like big shops, job creation, then the children don't have to leave town, because it's not that bad. It's not a bad place, Pearston. It's not a bad place. It's just the work that chase the children out of town.
My dream is to become a doctor.
My dream is that Pearston must become a better place for us here in Pearston.
My dream is also that Pearston must become a better place, and that Pearston there must come jobs out for the young children, so that the children can't work up and down in Pearston.
My dream is to help here at the creche. I like to help to uplift the children and to let them go for a better future one day.
My dream is to see the children. I'm working today to be a better person, rise out of the situations they are in now. That is my dream.
Yazi, you should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong. You should ever sit and talk with people, or else take a walk and create a straight talk. Talk what is nice, it will make you feel stronger. Listen what is right and say what is wrong.